watch TV. Sports. Welcome to Outside the Lines, where I'm your host, Devonte Kemp. And on this episode, I will be sitting down with Rebels' very own Ori, Q, and Mari, discussing yet another championship victory here at Tyus Sports. Stay tuned, because you do not want to miss this. Rebels, how y'all feeling?
Feeling great.
Oh, my.
Feeling good.
It's another day above ground. It's another day. A great day.
All right, so Mari, how does it feel to win the spring season?
It just feels like another win.
Mm.
Every day we come out here and play is just another pass, another game to get forward to the next. We already know what we really out here for.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so Ori, if you could summarize this season, even being that y'all won a championship, just summarize the whole season in one word, what would it be?
Probably just rebuilding. Probably just like rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of things that we saw, weaknesses in our game after Lynn Lewis, after Nationals, and the coaches tried to make some adjustments just to, mix things up, try not to do the same thing, looking for a different way to get the same objective done.
So how have you seen the team evolve since Nationals?
These are pretty tough questions, huh?
Yeah.
The way that I've seen the team evolve is we've added some key pieces, like these girls right here. These girls came from Storm, and they were just amazing additives. Q, you saw today, how she was doing her thing, and that's just, you guys haven't even seen the best of what she can do.
All right.
And speaking of that, Mari, we still haven't let this beast for real out of the cage.
Right.
But it's time. You know what I mean? We've been feeding her. She hungry. She want to see the daylight. So all we got to do is let her out that cage, and they're gonna do great things with the team. So just adding key pieces, and I think that's where we kind of went the right way with these ones.
All right, so Q, being that you came from Atlanta Storm, is there any difference between the two teams, and if so, what is it?
It's a big difference. The first is the level. We went from D2 to D1. So just already off rip, coming on the field is different. D1, it's you got to get it quick. It's more fast paced, and the team, how it's oriented, is more family oriented. I like it over here. I love it over here. It's great. Yeah.
All right, so okay, pass Mari to Mike. All right, so Mari, same question, being that you came from Atlanta Storm and now you own Rebels, what's the difference between the two teams, and if it is one?
Well, she already said that.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Tell them what I told you to tell them.
I got you. Well, so besides what she said, the biggest thing was a personal game. I feel like here I've been taught more. I've been actually shown what is possible. Like how she said, like player development, knowing that, we resilience, consistency, we can do it. We just got to perform. Right. And I feel like with here, it's not just given the opportunity, but it's given the lesson, the technique to actually perform at a higher level.
Okay.
And I feel like they cheer me on. They expect more from me, especially her. So It's like when I go out there, it's like I'm doing it for them, really not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so for those I'm pretty sure they're going to watch the championship game and then watch this episode of Outside the Lines. So take us back to why do y'all run a 2 QB system? And I see that Lisa starts off and then you will finish it. So you find yourself to be the dog that, I'm the finisher, I'm going to put the ice on the cake, kind of like how you did in the championship game. You drove down with just 2 minutes left. You left them a minute to do something. They couldn't do nothing. So why do y'all do the 2 QB system?
Before I answer that question, I'll say that was a mistake, leaving a little bit of time on the
left.
clock.
Okay.
But the two QB system, I can attest that to the coaches. That's just a decision that they made. there's not really like a rhyme or a reason. I feel like they just wanted to make that decision, and being a player, I just have to roll with the punches, and I have to just be what my team needs me to be.
Okay. All right, so Q, this is really for Q and Mario. Okay, being that y'all, left the Atlanta Storm, and y'all played in 5-star, which league is more competitive?
I have to say Tyus.
Tyus.
Tyus is more competitive to me. Not taking anything away from 5-star, they're still a great league. Tyus just to me gives more of every Sunday you got to come out and bring it. No day off, no Sunday off. You got to come with it. Yeah, you got to come with it.
Okay. What about you, Mar?
For me, it's not really the league. It's really more of the teams. The way I see it is that we just got to look at and see where the teams are playing. Like this year, everybody played over here. So we got APOC, a D1 team, AOA, a D1 team, Rebels, of course, a D1 team. So the competition is over here.
All right.
You really just go where the competition is. Yeah, run for no fight.
Okay. So Ori, being that you just played with Rebels at Nationals and fell short of the championship game, what do the Rebels have to do, which is it's not that much time till Nationals, but until then, what do the Rebels have to do to prepare themselves to be able to take on a team like Lady Elite?
We have to lock in. We have the pieces that we need. We have to lock in, and in my opinion, we have to remix, our foundation of what we have now.
Right.
People have been watching us. Thank you, Mosley. Sorry. People have been watching us, and they kind of expect certain things from us. We have a line that basically our receivers, O-line that's receivers, so they know kind of some of our strengths. So I think that we have to just revamp. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We like our system, but we just have to revamp, and we have to come with something that they haven't seen before.
Okay. So this for all y'all. Being that it was probably, I think y'all was away for 2 weeks, and then y'all had playoffs until y'all last game of the season. Was it 2 or 3 weeks? Two. So how do y'all maintain? Because I know most times at the end of the season, right after the next week, you got championship. So being 2 weeks, what did y'all do to prepare for the championship? Did y'all practice?
So I'll say
y'all go out.
These are young jitterbugs. They and me, I'm just trained to go. So, as for me, I work a lot, awful lot. So I can't sit up here and lie and say I had this strenuous workout routine because lately I've been really trying to build my business and go up in that way. But these girls can kind of let you in on what a lot of my stuff is mental reps. I'm looking over coverages, cover 3, cover 2, cover 4. I'm just looking at little nuances that other teams are doing and trying to adjust to that, because this game is what they say 90% mental, and and as a quarterback I got to be on point with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Usually throughout the week I try to at least train 3 times out of the week. Whether it's cardio, strength, whatever, just to keep my body ready and going. And then along with that, being on this new team, just learning the plays so I can be where I need to be, how I'm supposed to be, so I can be a factor. Yeah, so I can be a factor.
What you do the last 2 weeks?
The last 2 weeks, I've actually been in Piedmont. The Here's for Atlanta, the little stairs and the hills thing. I've been out there, and they be working. Like you'll leave sweating, wake up the next day sore, can't even do a squat. So really just keeping my body in place, and also just making sure we keep up with new information like playbook and stuff. Since we are new players, we got to make sure we know all the routes, all the formations and everything, because it's really fast paced sometimes, or it'd be like we'll call it from the line. You don't have time to ask questions, so you just got to know it then and there.
So real quick, what are y'all goals for leading up to the summer season?
Well, me personally, not for the Rebels, but my goal is to, for offense, is actually just hone in on everything that I've been taught, everything that I've been going through these past couple of weeks, these past couple of months, getting my hands together, and also understanding the coverages and how we adjust like according to the offense, and just making sure that I work on my IQ and understanding the game better.
Okay.
One of my goals is to be a little bit more mobile. I tend to sit in that pocket and deliver the ball, but I gotta, in my opinion, be able to roll out, be able to use my legs in times where it breaks down and I have to take off. So just being a little bit more mobile, and that's pretty much my big thing right now is just getting a little faster, getting in shape just a little bit more, so I can be what my team needs me to be.
Okay.
I'll say my biggest goal is learning the defense, so that once we come back to the huddle, like for example, we came back to the huddle and Ori's like, if you guys could tell me which coverage they're in, it'll be better for me. We can move a little bit better, more fluently. So me being able to see what coverage they're in and come back to the quarterback and be like, hey, I feel like this might work. I think that's my biggest goal.
Okay, so being down, I think it was halftime. I think y'all was up 1 point. How did y'all pull out that victory? Like, what was said on the sideline to be like, you know what, we just up 1 point, the game ain't over. Y'all played a good team, APOC. I respect them a lot, and I'm sure y'all do. So what willed y'all in to secure the championship?
I feel like for us, we weren't defeated. That's the main thing. We knew that we still had time, and we knew what we had on the team. We just knew we needed to get it done. And that gave me motivation. We were down, so all right, let's get it.
Yeah.
That was just a challenge that I accepted, and I'm pretty sure the team accepted as well.
All right.
Yeah, like it's not a big speech. It's not just when you have girls that can ball and girls that know what time it is. Like what's understood doesn't have to be explained. And we got a team full of dogs, and we already know like it's game time. It's time to go. When they told me it was actually a little under 2 minutes, minute 56 maybe something like that. That's the 2 minute drill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything just for me at this point, I'm a vet, so everything just kind of goes, boom.
Yeah.
I
think you were like 4 for 4
slow
on that
motion.
drive. 4 for 4, 5 for 5. One of them.
Was it?
I think so. You ain't had no incompletion. I know that.
Oh man.
No, you did it.
Dang. All right, well, God is good.
Mari.
What was the question?
Going into halftime, being that y'all was down, what willed y'all to pull off the championship win?
It was me. I feel like it was really nothing because I feel like we didn't do anything the first half or the first part of the game that made us doubt ourselves.
Right.
We just got to keep up the same momentum. We still athletes. We still dogs. We know what we're doing. We know what is expected of us. We know how to play the game. Just continue. Keep your head in the game. Do what you need to do. Cheer on your teammates and just lock in.
Okay, being that you got the mic real quick, I know people that's watching want to know, because you're playing with a different team this season for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Why did you leave Atlanta Storm?
I left Atlanta Storm because I felt like
One second.
Oh no, it's fine. Okay.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna do my girl like that now. If she ain't here, I gotta look out for her.
Okay. I left Atlanta Storm because I felt like I was stagnant. I wasn't growing. I wasn't able to reach my max. I felt like I've gotten to a point where I could learn. I learned everything I needed on that team, and I needed to grow and develop more. And I feel like going to another team, like a D1 team where they have experienced QB, I could learn that there. And when I did, the first 2 months, I learned stuff I never knew actually existed. It's like I didn't know what I didn't know. So that is why I left and came here.
Okay, what about you, Q?
Pretty much the same thing. I feel like I had reached my max there, but I knew that there was so much more that I needed to learn and wanted to learn. And like Mari said, coming over here, it's like the first day at practice, it was like so much information and so much game was being dropped. Like, we were learning so much, and it's just by the first practice, I'm like, I want to go back. I got to go back. They giving out too much game for me not to go get it.
For sure. All right, so we're going to wrap up real quick. I got one more question. Being that Nationals is on the way, Ori, what does Ori have to do for the Rebels to secure the D1 Nationals 8 Women's Championship?
All that I can. That's just what it is. Like, nothing can be left, no stone unturned. Nothing can be left. Having these younger players coming up. Now, I say younger, but they ain't babies now.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just, I'm just a vet. Just having them come up and seeing their hunger, seeing their talent, seeing how, you know, how good they are. It just inspires me. It makes me want to like pour into them and give them, you know, all the game, so to speak. So for me, I just got to do all I can. I gotta get together physically. I have to know my reads. I have to teach them stuff that they need to know and things that they want help with. You know, it's just a point where you have to lock in and just be all about the team.
Okay, I appreciate y'all for being on the episode of Outside the Lines for the 8 Women's Championship Rebels. If people don't know, we are here at the field that they just won. First time ever that we did this on YYCV Sports. Once again, congratulations to the Rebels winning the 8 Women's Pro Championship.
Thank you.
So we're going to do a little toast real quick. We're going to do a toast.
My bad.
Yeah. My girls want some cranberry juice. That's what they want. We just done had a game. My girls is tired. We gotta feed these horses. This is prime. This is prime top-notch girls.
All right, here we are. We're going to toast to a healthy upcoming summer season. Good health. Make sure y'all stay out of trouble. I know y'all is, though. Yeah, success. Congratulations again for winning the championship. Congrats to the Rebels 8 Women's Championship Pro, Tyus Sports, YYCV Sports. Once again, congratulations.
Cheers.
Just give me that bottle of cranberry.